Righto.
Right, we seem to be on fire.
We seem to be live.
Yeah.
Presumably.
Hi.
Hi. Okay. All right, let's get this road on the show. Welcome back to my playthrough of Pokemon White for Poke Charms. I'm Teapot, and today I have with me Dr. Oak, Cole, and Stello and Elicidian. And yeah, I think we were about to fight a gym. Or something.
Took me too long to realise why everything was echoing there.
Yeah.
By gym,
Turn the
get
stream
aged.
sound off.
So yeah, I know I was a bit worried about last week whether I'd be high leveled enough to beat the gym, and I went and had a look, and I've decided just to go for it.
That was my strategy as well.
Yeah.
That didn't work out that well.
It might work just as well for me.
No, I mean, to be fair, like, that run just didn't work out very well in general. I mean, you lost a Bayleaf, of all things.
Yeah.
It's not
I
the most
think
dignified
between
defeat, but-
this week and next week's stream, there might be a little bit of off-screen grinding going on.
Yeah.
There's
I'll
definitely
be
going to be
surprised.
some off-screen grinding for me.
All right. So
Berg!
It's Gym Leader Christaberg.
yeah, chat, shout if you can hear us, because we are all talking. I don't know if anyone can.
Let me have a look.
Wasn't really paid.
Yeah, this sound's coming through fine for me.
Excellent.
Excellent.
You know
Oh,
what
look,
area?
it's the hair.
So now we're going to win Pokemon battles.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
I can't see anything. There's a big, large purple block in the way.
Yeah, I think the stream has a glitch.
Your Muna plays card games in.
Yeah.
Can't see. It's still
My hair.
purple. Help. What is this?
I am 5, what is this?
I can't see anything through all of this hair.
Hi, Nem.
I'm gonna live forever. Or something.
Hi, Nam.
Yeah, no.
Apparently we're on TV.
Neat.
Right, so we've got to go and find these plasma Muppets, I presume.
Plasma Pits.
Plasma Muppets, that'll do. Although the Muppets are really Team Skull, I suppose, but... Yeah,
We'll call them the Plas Clowns.
Haha, like that.
And Team Skull can be called the, I don't know, Stop It.
I don't know. Oh, cool. Get to beat up some goons. With the excellent music.
Yeah, the awesome evil. I mean, obviously Team Plasma aren't evil. I don't know what else.
No, Team Plasma are the good guys.
Yeah, you're the bad guy. John Cena is the bad guy right now.
John Cena is always the bad guy. Nem's going to see the Muppet Show live next week. I want to see the Muppet Show.
Oh, you mean you're going to the England match? Bring that home, bitch. Don't even care about the swear, but had to be said.
This episode is brought to you by Sandile. It's everywhere. Get used to it.
Yeah, Sandile, the leading cause of prequel trilogies.
They get everywhere. Oh, this is bad. Collect, collect, collect. Plus bad for short.
They actually said Plasbad for sure. What?
They did.
Yeah, it did.
They actually did.
This was back when the localization team still enjoyed memes.
This just reminds me of this particular bit in
Oh, I missed Gen 5.
Hi, Dennis. Sorry, was it right, Jeff?
It just reminds me of this bit in Kung Pao because killing is bad and wrong. There literally should be a word that combines them both, like badrong or badong. That's right. Killing is badong, and I must stand for the opposite of badong.
Wait, hang on
No
a second.
doubt.
That guy's called Bronius.
Yes.
Yes.
This
They knew
explains
what they were doing.
everything.
Well, at least Getsis is inclusive with his, hiring of sages.
I guess so.
Let Bronies in,
Sages everywhere. He'd be in real trouble if I had some onions.
Also, again, the remarkable thing is that there's a gym leader here doing something.
Yeah. Two,
That's
actually,
about the
technically.
only memorable thing
Yeah,
he does.
yeah. I miss when Pokemon games were well written.
Yeah.
Alright.
No, actually, that's not true because I like Sun and Moon.
Yeah, Sun and Moon were well written, and then they ruined it.
Yeah, I haven't played all of Sun and Moon, so I'm going to leave that kind of unsullied for now.
I mean, they would have been fine if the other ones hadn't already existed, I guess.
Well, that's probably it. It's a bit of a step backwards compared to White. Black and White, sorry. Which, by the way, this explains why this was empty last time I came in here.
It's just a cutscene room.
Yeah.
I mean, not that we can see anything in this cutscene because there's so much purple hair in the way, but,
Oh, I got a berry. How grey.
It
Which-
was buried in her hair.
Well, you couldn't even grow berries in this generation. Well, not in the actual games.
How did you get berries in this again? I can't remember.
Dream World.
Dreamworld.
Dream World.
Oh, God.
Yep. That was it.
that's
It was a mini game as well.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like my mind has kind of blocked out the dream world.
Oh yeah, I've forgotten it for my own protection.
There's only one thing about the Dream World that I can't forget and I actually really like. Yes, there is one thing about the Dream World that I did like, but it wasn't anything about the actual game itself. It was just this particular massive wisteria-ish tree.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved the art for that, even though it had a bunch of Pokemon suspended in bubbles, like so much corrupted gems or something. But it was a giant wisteria-esque tree, and that's really my jam.
I've got to say, I liked this gym's design better in the sequels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Because this just looks like... He just looks like he's a messy person who just doesn't clean.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, you are kind of running through honey walls and dealing with, who's this clown?
Maybe that's what happened to his gym over between this game and the
weird-
sequel. Maybe Team Galactic turned up and literally stole all the honey out of this place.
Probably. So you went for cocoons instead and turned it into Final Fantasy 13.
Pretty much.
I think yeah.
It looks equally as bland and lifeless as Final Fantasy 13 as well.
The one thing that always cracked me up about Berg's particular gym in the second game is the fact that, all these cocoons, which suck for some reason, I have no idea why or how does this even happen? And yeah, then you find him in the end of the thing in a puddle of these presumably lead-based paints. And
Well, as far as cocoons go, Charger Bug was pretty good.
yeah, Chargerbug is adorable.
Also, it's like the new Cricketune in a sense.
Except that Chargerbug can actually do something. Cricketune is
Yeah.
kind of there to and then
And it just falls over, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think with that body shape, how could it not fall over?
I have to say, Cricketune is what's making me look forward the most to the Pokeball Plus when it finally gets onto that kind of. I mean, it's obviously not going to happen this year, but I'm sure they'll eventually get around to having the Gen 4 on there.
Whoop. You just do it just to annoy people, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I actually haven't gotten past the first trial in Ultra Sun and Moon yet, so it's not a good look.
As someone who has played through the Rainbow Rocket stuff, all I will say is you are not missing anything.
I got to the very start of it and got pretty much that impression and stopped.
Yeah, it's that you miss. Literally, the only noteworthy thing that happens in the entire Rainbow Rocket thing is, and it can be found as a GIF anyway, is Guzma holding back them two rocket dudes by their heads.
Oh, I love that one.
That does sound good.
And yeah, you can find it as a GIF online, so literally just Google that GIF and, you know, you've pretty much experienced the whole thing.
Yeah. I mean, finishing or not finishing games is kind of by the by, but this is the first Pokemon game I haven't finished since, well, I don't think there are no others in the main series. Yellow took me about 10 years, but I did finish it eventually.
Jesus Christ, what were you doing?
I was 8, and what is this? We've talked about my Yellow team on this stream before. It was terrible. Like, it was properly terrible. It was Pikachu, obviously.
Well, mine wasn't evolved. How bad could it be?
Well, it had like a yellow latey Pikachu or something, which only took me so far. It was Primeape, Poliwrath, and the 3 legendary birds.
Okay. I'm
you
still
could have
not sure
worked
how
with
you
that.
lost, all things considered.
I was really bad at the game.
I can tell.
Like I say,
I must be amazed that anyone had a Yellow team that wasn't just Pikachu, the 3 starters, and something else.
I did that the second time. When I played it. What am I doing? Sorry.
So, I mean, I think in every single playthrough I've done of Yellow, I've taken at least one of the starters with me, one of the 3 that you get along the way. For some reason, it was never Squirtle. I don't know why.
I did end up using them for a bit, but I remember switching away from them. I don't know.
I don't know if it's because I tended to pick Squirtle as the starter in Red and Blue.
Yeah.
So I thought, oh, let's try something different and go for one of the others instead. Which was usually Bulbasaur just because it was the easiest one to level up. Obviously, in the little cup run I did, I chose Charmander instead because it has the most exploitable mechanics. And by exploitable mechanics, I mean Fire Spin.
Oh dear. I don't actually remember my most recent run of Yellow. Pretty sure that the only starter I've actually used was Bulbasaur because, you know,
I'd be surprised if the Marshadow code wasn't better.
But
I don't think I ever used it, so I don't think I have one either. Whoops.
Did I?
I'm pretty sure I did use the Marshadow code. I've not used any of the more recent ones because they're all stuff that I've already got.
They've done.
I used it.
They did Marshadow. They haven't done Zeraora yet.
Yeah, they've definitely not done that yet. To be fair, I have actually tried to keep up with some of the codes. I mean, I kept up with the Pikachu ones, the Hat Pikachu ones.
I haven't, honestly, I haven't redeemed almost any of the codes this year.
I don't think I've gotten anything from Gen 6 onwards.
I got the Gen 6 ones, I still cared at that point. But
yeah, look what this game has done to us. We don't even care anymore.
I mean, I might care when it's on the Switch.
Yeah, that's definitely
when it's on the Switch. I mean, as weird as it sounds from somebody who just rambles on about competitive stuff all day, every day, on these streams, I am actually looking forward to Let's Go Pikachu. Something a bit different, you know. And I feel like I've spoke to other people about this, that being Bal, specifically, that I kind of view Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee as sort of like a prototype for future mechanics in the mainstream games.
Yeah.
And if that's what
I think that's pretty much, yeah. At least, I kind of hope so, considering most of what it adds is actually really good.
Yeah.
If that's what it is, I'm perfectly fine with it. You know, and I hope it's going to be. I hope it's successful. And I do think it's a good idea for them. That's one thing I've kind of always liked about the way Pokemon has progressed, is that they kind of prototype certain mechanics in some generations, and then they kind of flesh them out in the next one.
Yeah.
So it almost gives you like a preview of what to expect in a sense.
They do that, but they also introduce really good mechanics and then completely forget about them forever.
They do.
Habitat list.
And they need to stop doing that.
Exactly.
Which they sort of brought back for us and then removed again.
Yeah, they need to sort that out. They need to, like, if you come up with a good idea, then keep it there.
Yeah.
You know, because it's just undermining yourself to do otherwise.
Yeah, but I think that's I agree with you about Let's Go, because it's giving them it's giving themselves permission to try things.
I mean, as Noah said in the chat, it is as well something that you know, a more casual or a newer player could get themselves involved with.
I know a couple of people that got into Go when it was a thing. I've never played any of the Pokemon games ever, but are ordering a Switch and are going to get the Let's Go games.
Yeah,
as they should, because it's kind of like, it's going to be then a gateway into the main series for them, hopefully, and then, you know, they could find themselves really enjoying that as well. Obviously, that never happened where I live, because they were just like, oh yeah, we want to jump on the bandwagon. Remember Generation 1? And then they got bored of it.
Yeah.
And I know he's not watching the stream, because nobody from my workplace is watching this, thank God. There was a guy at my workplace who, they know at my workplace that I like Pokemon. I don't exactly make it secret. To be honest, I've literally turned up to work in a t-shirt, because I can work wherever I want pretty much at work, as long as it follows health and safety standards.
Yeah.
Which pretty much everything I wear does, because it covers up pretty much all of me. I've gone to work in probably the loudest t-shirt I've ever worn, and I've literally just gone down in corridors, gone from floor to floor wearing it. It's literally got every single Eevee evolution on it, in the brightest colours you can imagine.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I don't keep it a secret that I'm a big Pokemon fan. I don't think any of them know that I've played it competitively, but I've never bothered to tell them, because they wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
So the one guy, he gets told, so this new guy turns up, and they obviously tell him that I'm a fan of Pokemon. He's like, oh, I'm a big fan of Pokemon too. Let me show you my collection. I'm like, I know where this is going. I know I'm not going to like it. He whips out his phone and shows me Pokemon Go. I'm like,
yeah. No, do you know
go
what?
Away. Go away.
Oh no, good for him. At least he's enjoying it, you know?
At least he's enjoying it, but don't bring me into it. Like, okay, I don't really, well, okay, I did take this seriously. But, you know, it's like, don't show me that. You know, it's just, they don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get what I did and what it meant.
You're like a little baby. Watch this.
So, yeah, exactly. I'll show you how you play this game and what it's all about. Don't show me Pokemon Go.
And then you feed them to Malcorok.
Yeah, they can find Malcorok, and then they'll show them.
I must admit, in slight aside, in the topic of Pokemon t-shirts and stuff, I have worn the Charizard and the Celebi shirts that Stel made to work several times.
I will possibly post a picture of this t-shirt that I've got, because it does deserve it, to be honest with you. It's a glorious t-shirt.
That sounds good.
I
don't often get to wear it, but it is very nice.
That's from a Newcastle artist. I got it at Eurogamer a couple of years ago, which is basically, it's a tarot card.
Yeah, stop enjoying Pokemon wrong. How dare you? If you don't play this game properly, then you can get out.
Just hold it right.
Everything alright there, Stel, by the way? Oh, you dropped off for a sec.
Yeah, for some reason this stupid program attempted to call someone.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not useful. That's not very helpful.
If you don't play Pokemon like, you know, it's your life and your job, and you want to be the best, then you can get out. Like, you don't deserve to be here.
That's how video games in general work, right?
That's
exactly.
That's how everything works.
Exactly. That's how everything works. If you're just here to have fun, then you can go away. We don't want you here. Get your fun out of here, man.
Today we are testing the ability of the internet to understand irony.
Yes.
It's kind of
No, in all seriousness, I'm not going to rag on. Okay, I've ragged on people at like Pokemon Go and they're horrible people, whatever. But you know, there is some degree of obviously. Is irony the right word? Sarcasm.
Hyperbole, perhaps, exaggeration.
Yeah, I do exaggerate. I'll be honest. At the end of the day, I don't like Pokemon Go, but I can't deny that it has benefited the franchise. Yeah, it's benefited.
It has. I mean, immeasurably, really. Because
Yeah, it's helped. I mean, I don't know exactly how.
Well, unless your name is Star Wars, it's very difficult to show up back in the public eye after 20 years and be just as successful, you know?
Well, the funny thing is as well, Star Wars did that and turned up with the Phantom Menace, which everybody hated, and yet it still made millions and still does.
See,
It did.
The thing that Pokemon Go really did is that it stopped Pokemon being a dirty word.
Yeah,
Yes.
it did.
It became something that you could just reference in the mainstream as if it was just mainstream pop culture now.
Yeah, Pokemon was one of those things where everyone knew about it, but not many
was
people sort of acknowledged it as a thing they still enjoyed.
It did have a very taboo phase that I know of, where it's like, oh, you know, games for kids, right? And it's like, go to hell.
Well, this was the issue, is that our generation, grew up with it.
Yeah.
And so we decided that, it wasn't cool anymore, and which is a real shame, of course. But actually,
that's what teenagers do, isn't it?
yeah, it is. And of course, there are loads of us who still, still enjoyed it the whole way through.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of people that kind of, they played it a bit on the original Game Boy and the Game Boy Color, and then sort of dropped off, perhaps. Especially in the third.
Really, they've done exactly what they've done with Go.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Well,
Coming
a lot
up
of people
next,
have got
this
coffee
gym
cup and
is
stuff.
bugged!
I love this gym music as well.
Yep.
Right.
Generation 10 honestly had some really great music.
It really did.
I think there were very few things that it did not do right.
I feel like they missed out with this guy by like not making a fighting type gym leader and just giving him like 6 timbers.
You need to just embrace it, Nam.
At the end of the day, it's like,
The switch was turned on.
Eh.
The switch didn't even exist back then. We don't even have those.
I'm just gonna cheese through this one.
John Cena is going to absolutely destroy.
Well, once we get through to the next few Pokemon, yes. Yeah, I mean, I've never particularly minded saying I play Pokemon or anything, because it's one of the few things that I like that's enough of a cultural touchstone that most people will know about it.
Oh god. Yeah, this t-shirt is, well, for one thing, I've got it on the wrong way around, but it's
40, but always a
uses the
critical.
good old Japanese sizes.
Ah.
And we know how that works.
That's for children then.
I guess. I mean, this is meant to be a large, but I barely fit inside of it.
What does Storm Throw even do?
It's 40 damage, but always crits.
Oh, it's one of those.
It's
Yeah.
the same as that snow move, whatever. It's
Yeah, it's Frost Breath.
Whoa.
Also, the mental image of
That's better.
Whirlipede using Screech is hilarious because I just picture it sort of skidding to a halt like.
See, I like to just imagine it like just opening this mouth out of nowhere and just screaming at you like Riddler.
I mean, theoretically, it has a mouth somewhere.
Surprise, Samus! Kind of.
Now it uses present on you.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that we actually put presents on quote-unquote event Aerodactyls at some point.
I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
pretty sure we did one for one of the Shiny Volt tackling Fearos we've done at some point, though.
I know I made the Shiny Volt tackle Fearow. I don't think I made the Aerodactyl. I think someone else did that. I can't remember who. But yeah, I know I was responsible for the Fearow.
I'm gonna switch out. Let someone else deal with Leavanny, because I'm gonna need John Cena for the last one.
Oh, nice dodge.
Yeah, that was
Ultra Instinct.
That was really lucky.
Yeah, it was. What bug moves does Leavanny have anyway?
I don't think it has it. I don't know if it has any.
Well, we're about to find out.
Well, that's true.
I'm assuming it needs to, because Razor Leaf seems to be doing.
Oh, struggle bug. Whoops.
Yeah, this Leavanny has got.
That didn't go the way I wanted it to.
Yeah, it's running Protect, String Shot, Struggle Bug, and Razor Leaf.
Oh, it's gone pretty.
I wouldn't say that Struggle Bug is the best move for this thing. Again,
probably isn't, but to be fair, it's what are you gonna do? Give it X Scissor and just let it kill everybody?
Well, yeah, it's still too early for that.
That'd be funny though, if they did just troll you by giving it X Scissor.
Leavanny is one of those Pokemon that I really, really like.
Whoa, that wasn't worthwhile.
It really needs a massive speed boost to be, you know, absolutely murderous. That's why we've made the Mega the way we did.
At least its accuracy's gone down.
Yep. So I didn't want to switch back into John Cena and give it a free hit, so.
Leech Seed didn't even work on it.
Oh right, yeah. Oh wait, does it not work in Gen 5? I thought it was only Gen 6 they stopped that.
No, Leech Seed has never worked on grass types.
Oh, okay. So that was a foolish move anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, it didn't die.
It's to be fair, Seismic Toss probably would have KO'd it.
I think Seismic Toss was actually doing less damage.
Really?
Oh, for
25 damage?
Yeah, I think so. I suppose I can't really.
What is it with grass types just completely curbing these runs? I mean, it's got high.
And that's why I have two of them on my team. I got all the grass
Well, that didn't do much.
domination on my end.
Okay, yeah, I think you might be right. Sorry.
John Cena is being a complete seismic tosser.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because you can do 25 damage, and I don't think Leavanny's got that much health.
Not really, no. Leavanny's got,
Fuff! Another hyper potion.
yeah, in this generation we've got.
See, if you just use Seismic Toss
5
instead,
days.
just saying, you know.
Yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
It's not like I'm backseating you or anything, but you know. Just saying.
Yeah, we're looking at 75
Drink
days.
your lemonade, John Cena.
To be fair, you do have a lot of healing items.
Yeah, and I'm using them. The game gives you quite a lot, so it's quite nice.
Yeah, I think because I was watching. I was watching. Oh, he gave you a free heal as well. I was watching a video of somebody talking about the newer games, and one thing that he pointed out is that you don't need to buy very much.
You really
No,
don't.
'cause they heal you up every other battle.
Yeah, and there are lots of rest stops in the longer routes too, so it's very nice.
Yeah. What is after this, Leavanny, anyway?
It's a Dwebble.
Oh, okay. And here I thought it was going to be something threatening.
I'm gonna heal anyway, just in case.
Just in case it has like a move. I don't know. I'm not sure what Dwebble has that can really hurt John Cena, to be honest.
No, but I'd rather not lose the fight because I'm being a bit stupid.
Yeah, true.
This one literally has nothing. Sand attack, phase attack, smackdown, and struggle bug.
So basically you just wall it completely.
Yeah.
This guy really likes struggle bug, even though it's the most useless bug move
His move,
by
isn't
this
it?
generation.
That worked.
To be fair, I mean,
It's his signature move. So it's like, it's understandable, but...
Wow. Double just got annihilated.
Yeah.
John Cena is... I think we do need something to deal with bug types a bit here.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, as soon as you get a rock type TM, John Cena can just smash him. So.
Yeah, and if you were sticking with True Horse, you could put Nitro Charge on it. Ugh. Flame Charge. Why do I always use the Japanese name for this move?
Sounds better.
Kinda does.
Weirdly enough, I knew what you meant. There you go. Mushroom.
Fungus.
Because he's a generous guy, he'll give you a TM just like every single other gym leader in existence.
Yes. Maybe they didn't tell him.
Maybe everybody's just that generous.
Maybe they are. Maybe they hire gym leaders based off their generosity, rather than whether they're actually competent or not.
That would explain why you always beat
Karina. Sorry, what did I say? Somebody's name?
Oh, I get to fight Bianca now. Cool.
Where's Bernard, though? Wrong Bianca.
I mean, to be fair, he's just a badge name.
Oh, okay. So I was trying to figure out why Automod decided Nem's latest message was sexual.
Yeah.
Well, it's very I don't know.
It's the word bad.
Bite, apparently, was the word.
How do you want?
What is this stupid thing even doing?
Cool. Okay.
I'm pretty sure that it just has it for them. Has it out for them. You know what I mean?
It's just because Nem's got a smutty mouth.
Yeah. You need to keep that down. It's PG here.
Yeah. Wash your mouth out with soap, saying words like badge.
Badge.
In my stream. Oop.
I'm suddenly reminded of this thing in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy where one of the worst words you could ever say was Belgium.
Oh, you mean the team that's going to win the World Cup?
Yeah, I think that might be a legitimate swear word in England this year.
Not for me. I hope they do. Not even Belgian. They make nice chocolate. I'll give them that.
To be honest, it's going to be funny either way.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Because if we lose, we'll rage. If we win, the rest of the world will rage.
And I'm pretty sure the fans would...
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is if we win, I'm not going to be able to see the rest of the world rage.
We'll have the internet.
Yeah, but that's not as good.
Well,
you want to see it, like, in person, don't you? It's like watching, like, something on the TV and actually being there as part of the audience, you know?
Yeah, fair enough. Right, who should I send out first against Bianca? Because...
John Cena.
John Cena's massively overleveled now, so...
Yeah, I would use Servine, to be honest.
Yeah, well...
I'm pretty sure that you actually get to deal
Use
with...
Bucky.
Face too.
Yeah, Bucky will beat her. Actually, no, Bucky will beat Cheron. Because he's terrible at this. Yeah, Cheron in Mars is like an awful trainer, like he can't beat anybody.
Rival battle, go!
Wait, what's she doing? Oh, she was asking permission to battle in there.
Yeah.
She's so polite.
Well, apparently she learned from the last time.
Yeah, but, like, why is she so nice and why is Cheron such an ass?
Because he's Sharon!
Like Cheron and Hugh could really learn from her on like how to be a decent character.
Is Hugh even a character?
No, he's just like he's a catchphrase with spiky hair.
Yeah, he's mostly hair.
Yeah.
He's Mega Quillfish. That's exactly what he is.
That's
come on, Quillfish deserves better than that.
Yeah, that too much hair is a recurring thing in this game.
It really is.
I I mean, you can kind of tell that they didn't put the effort into the character when they just went, what shall we call him? What's his name? Q?
I actually know someone who likes him.
Bear in mind, the protagonists of Black and White are called Hilbert and Hilda, though, so, you know.
Well...
Yeah, but those are, like, protagonist names. Someone put effort into coming up with some stupid-ass reason for having them.
Yeah.
He was just... I don't know. Let's call him Dave. I know.
I was gonna say, what's wrong with me? What's wrong with Dave?
Well, you know.
It's an excellent channel.
For the confused, that's a TV channel.
Yeah, British TV channel is literally called Dave. They did a focus group and everything to decide what to call it.
To be fair, it is a pretty good name.
It is.
It's a perfect name.
Yeah.
Nem would agree.
It's a great name. Oh no, she's using super potions as well.
Yep, and she just used Yawn. That's just going to be really annoying.
Like, this is just this whole game though. It's like everyone just heals themselves.
Yeah, in this one specific generation, people know how to play Pokemon.
And her Munna has Moonlight.
Yeah, so this is just going to be annoying.
Because I don't
kind of get the impression that how easy X and Y were kind of came as a direct reflection from people complaining about Black and White being hard.
Yeah.
Just a bit unfortunate.
Black and White was about right though. At least for me. Yeah, we were talking about the name Dave. Just in general, and the TV channel. I'm basically just going to win this battle just by sitting there and letting Leech Seed do it for me. There we go.
That's the best way to do it.
Go away, Munna. You annoy me. I didn't want to switch because I had the stat boosts. Oh, Pansear.
To be fair...
Let's give it a go and see what happens.
I was about to say, it's Pansear. It can't really do much in most cases. Pansear is literally the most useless of the three monkeys. Away with ye, bootleg Chimchar!
You say that, it's probably going to one-hit KO me now. Oh no, it did nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It incinerate, what do you expect?
Good job, Good job I didn't have an item. Apparently. There you go. That'll do.
Do what, mate? And then she attempts to hide in her hat. Bianca, you've been spotted. Quick, retreat into that bucket you call a hat. If you can't see them, they can't see you. I'm in a bucket.
Well, in a lot of games, that's exactly how that works.
Well, pretty much.
Oh, do I have to fight Sharon now?
Yep.
Yes, you do. And I didn't heal. Yay!
Ah, well.
I forgot about that.
Last fight, I don't think he's going to beat. I mean, he's slightly stronger than Bianca usually, but...
That's not hard. My main problem is I've only got 2 PP left for Leaf Tornado.
Well, you could always use Leech Seed and switch out to something else and let it soak up damage while, You know what you could use?
Oh yeah.
Invoke the horse.
That's true. I'll give the horse a go even though it's 5 levels under.
it's probably going to die horribly, but then again, it always does.
Yeah, but it always does that.
That's the problem with. And that's the problem with that particular line. I've used them like once because I kind of do like Striker.
I like Substriker, yeah. I was hoping to train it, but this thing's just not being useful at all.
Yeah, that thing is just made of dying for some reason. It's made of made of wet paper.
Yeah, yeah. It died.
It's dead, Jim. Yeah, the horse is...
I think the horse is getting replaced.
Yeah, I think so too. Oh dear God, my voice is being stupid again.
Oh, hang on.
I'm not sure if it's on your end or on my end.
It's,
you know how...
it's definitely my end, because I can hear you fine. I've just pushed your volume up.
Oh, okay. Good grief, what is this microphone?
I don't know, I can hear you absolutely fine.
It is a mystery.
Pansage.
Is the bat any use at all?
No, it's too low level.
Oh, never mind then. I guess you're down to the... Okay, good.
Oh, okay. And good. Right, now I'm slightly in trouble. Okay. John Cena, save the day.
Did that thing just... seriously...
Yeah, bite.
How... when... okay. I mean... Carton Table Time, Pansage, and its Elvis Haired Evolution are actually the best monkey, objectively.
Yeah, they're the only ones I like. They're all terrible otherwise.
Yeah. I think that I can sort of tolerate the monkey by virtue of being a grass type and be,
Look, dinner!
It's... bacon! It's bacon! Oh dear God, I'm just reminded of something really stupid about that particular advert and my brain taking it in weird directions. But it was mostly, bacon! Bacon, 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 it's bacon! No, it's Dragon Strips, brand Dog Snacks, and Purina. Arcanines don't know it's not bacon. It's bacon! Oh God. And actually, speaking of bacon, I'm actually reminded of this right now because every once in a while I go to like
sumo. This is like a sumo match.
Really is. And I've just suplexed him.
Every once in a while, I go through my Facebook memories and I run into like historical shitposts I made. And apparently, a few years ago, on Friday actually, I was playing through Pokemon Platinum again, and I was running through. I apparently beat Faulkner with a Mamoswine. Somehow, I managed to misread Beacon Badge as Bacon Badge. Very appropriate.
Oh yeah,
I would want a bacon badge.
I would too.
I forgot how awesome Mamoswine is, to be perfectly honest. I mean,
Mamoswine's great. Why did you use Seismic Toss on it? It's weak to fighting.
Yeah, I know, it was a mistake.
Torment!
There you go. Get good, Sharon.
You know, honestly, if I wasn't already kind of dead set on Frostlass, I would have probably used Mamoswine again. The hotline is ringing!
Is there a healing trainer here? Is it that guy?
Yeah, there's someone on this road.
Let's just
What
push.
are we looking for?
You do have to beat the whoever will heal you first. In
Yeah.
these games.
I think that the doctor, in this particular set of whatever, there is one dude who is inside a house, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's a rest house then.
Yeah, there's a rest house on this one. There is a doctor, but he's in the desert resort, right at the entrance to it. And I know this because I spent way too long looking for a sigilith in that particular area on my last run of whites.
Oh yeah.
So worth it though. Those things are
Is there
amazing.
wild Pokemon in the deeper sand?
Yes.
Yes.
Thought so.
There's like, there's Scrafty and, no, Scraggy. I mean, you know, Pants Lizard.
Chav Lizard.
So John Cena's going to be like out leveling everything again.
Yeah.
There's Chav Lizards and there's Sandits everywhere. Get used to it.
Hmm. Is Sigilif in here?
Sigilif's in the desert resort. It's a bit deeper in.
Actually, I'm gonna run back and
There's
heal up
Aramaka,
first.
yeah.
No, John Cena's taking some damage.
Yeah.
It's probably a good idea to actually heal up. Heal boy!
What I did like about X and Y is that Lumio City had 2 Pokemon centers, one at each end.
Hmm.
Obviously, with this one, I'm having to run all the way back.
I do also like the fact that Lumia City crashed the game
Yes.
and ruined your save file. That was awesome.
Yeah, that wasn't ideal.
Yeah, good old Gen 6. Gotta love it.
And you got around by riding a goat.
Now that I did enjoy.
That's... I mean, it's so French.
It was such a tease, that go-goat riding stuff.
Yeah.
It's
'Cause-
introduced the ability to ride around on a go-goat, but by the way, you can only do it for 5 seconds in this one very specific area.
I'm on a goat.
At least they could patch it. Yes, that and nothing else.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they fixed absolutely nothing else that's broken in it.
Yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Like Gen 6 was perfect outside of that.
There was no issues at all with a Pokemon. Hang on, what was it called? Mega King, Mega
Stunfisk.
Yeah.
Stunfisk was the
Kamehameha.
problem.
Yeah, that's the one. That's one of those. I don't know.
Yeah,
I can't. Just tip my tongue, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like they like to. I think they only patch things that outright prevent the game from working. Period.
Yeah.
Anything else is just like just leave it in.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want that fixed, you got to give us more money.
Pretty much. Oh, good. Something Smugleaf can actually attack.
Yeah, his move pool is not great.
Yeah, a lot of the Pokemon in Unova are kind of single use. They fight with their type and nothing else. I have to have a dig around with TMs and see what I've got. Oh, this thing's got Flame Charge.
Embor got a pretty ridiculous move pool.
That's true.
Like, I don't think I mean, I struggle to think of any types he can't use outside of, like, stupid ones like Psychic or something.
Yeah.
It's like
He gets a water move.
Skull or something.
He gets Scald, gets
Yeah.
Grass Knot, gets Wild Charge, gets Gyro Ball, I think. Yeah, there's not much he doesn't get.
I think you can actually breed like
Let me have a look.
that stupid head move on it too.
Head Smash.
Yeah, I
I
think
know you can put Head Smash on it.
They actually put Reckless on it as a hidden ability, which kind of
Okay, I was wrong. It gets Zen Headbutt.
yeah, it doesn't get it doesn't get the it doesn't get Head Smash, no. But
Isn't that Head Smash?
no, it does. It gets it by level. Holy mother of suck.
I knew it got Head Smash. I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure I remembered it getting Head Smash.
Head Smash, Flare Blitz.
It gets everything. It's ridiculous.
It gets every single recoil move under the sun almost.
Pretty much.
Which is-
And it gets Scald.
I mean, yeah. It's just kind of
The thing
hilarious,
is,
to be honest.
why would you put Reckless on something that slow?
I do not know.
Like, of all the things, really, like...
I put it down to the fact that there's got to be some bad options.
Yeah, true, but it's just like Ember in general was very disappointing, just by virtue of the fact that it was the third firefighting in a row, and it was completely outclassed by the two that came before it.
Pretty much, yeah.
So then you give it a useless hidden ability on top of that, or at least a hidden ability that's useless on it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, pretty much.
I mean, on Star Raptor is pretty cool because it's fast.
Right, what are we calling this Sandile?
Anakin.
Yeah, that's perfect.
I like it. Let's go with that.
It's a female. Well, Anakin the child was...
Call it Annie. Call it Annie. Annie's a...
Too late.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? You okay, Annie?
Well, Anakin acting like... Well...
I mean, to be fair, and I know, at the risk of kind of sounding not politically correct, Anakin was indeed a little female dog.
Yes, he was.
Yep. Oh, okay.
Let's be honest, Padme wore the trousers in that relationship.
She was a senator,
awesome.
so you know.
Yeah. Senator who could fight.
Even though she was a politician, she was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that she was a politician and seduced a child.
Yeah, that hasn't been done before.
Jedi pedophile ring.
Like, to be fair though, there was like what? I think canonically there's like 5 years between them.
Yeah, just that. I mean, he was 9, she was 14 originally.
Yeah. I don't know if they changed that or something on the future. I don't know.
No, it's like 5-10 years passed between the two films.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's not that much of a drastic age difference when you get to the age when they actually got into a relationship.
See, the thing is, like, I honestly kind of, part of me does wonder, like, why did Phantom Menace start that early? Like, did you really need to do that?
Yeah, they wanted to do a kids film, didn't they?
Yeah.
I suppose, yeah, but it's like, it's honestly, like, you could have started with Attack of the Clones and you would kind of not really have missed anything. That's kind of the problem I have with it.
Attack of the Clowns.
I mean, kind of the point back in the times that Phantom Menace came out was to have that dichotomy between Darth Vader and sweet little 9-year-old kid.
Yeah, I just don't feel like it was necessary.
None of them were necessary.
True, well,
Just a small
Revenge of the Sith was alright. Attack of the Clones can go away forever.
Revenge of the Sith. Yeah.
Or what's it, Backstroke of the West or something they call it?
Do not want! I do love terrible.
I do like how
subtitles.
I do like how the Sith and the West are like, you know.
Yep.
It's darkly appropriate.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's very appropriate.
Does that make the Jedi the East though?
Yeah, the Jedi the East and the West are like the Sith with the evil Emperor Donald Trump.
And now I'm just picturing them being all
East side, West side, keeping it gangster, yo.
And now
I do agree with I suppose the impact of his mom dying wouldn't have been there if he skipped the entire Phantom Menace. That being said, it kind of feels like that's the only thing that film like really set up for the second one.
Yeah, let's be honest, if its only achievement is killing a woman, then, you know.
I mean, well, it did introduce Jar Jar, who was the reason the Empire, the Galactic Republic went into the Empire to begin with.
Yeah, so Jar Jar
Doctor.
is like the ultimate evil force.
Darth Binks.
I would have liked the idea like of Jar Jar Binks actually being force sensitive and he actually turns out to be a Sith.
Well,
Yeah.
if you think about it, what actually happened now makes so much more sense, because if you apply it to the real world, Donald Trump is obviously Jar Jar Binks, and it's such a perfect fit.
Oh, it really is.
Yeah.
Putin is obviously
He is appropriately
the
orange.
Emperor.
So he's very good at monologuing then.
I mean, both Jar Jar
This
Binks
might
and
have
Donald
magic
Trump
guard.
both make as much sense as each other when they speak. So
And I'm pretty sure that Jar Jar is orange enough.
yeah,
It does have magic guard. Huh.
It has a weird floppy thing on its head.
it's all fitting.
Solosis reveals its power already.
Yeah.
It's like Sandstorm.
Reuniclus is amazing and really, really needs more general.
Yeah, my team is kind of hard-walled by Psychic at the moment.
I'd kind of forgotten this entire line existed.
How?
Well, they don't appear in anything, ever.
Which is just what I said, they need to appear in more things because they're blipping awesome!
Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not going to forget Reuniclus because I used it on the most successful VGC team I've ever had, so... And it did do very well. I don't know what it was with this Reuniclus, but it had amazing eyesight. It never missed Focus Blast once.
Wow.
I mean, granted, I didn't use Focus Blast very often because it's a terrible move, but every time I had to use it, it always hit. So, yeah, this Reuniclus was really good. I mean, granted, that wasn't the only thing it did, but you know.
I just like the idea of putting like a flame orb or something on the thing and just kind of throwing it on unsuspecting idiots.
Well, I had to use Toxic Orb on mine.
Yeah,
because...
I mean, Toxic Orb makes sense too. I just kind of like the idea of Flame Orb because, yeah, Burn kind of cripples your
opponent. Well, Conkeldurr already had the Flame Orb on my team, and obviously you don't want to put Toxic Orb on Conkeldurr because it will...
Well, yeah, it'll just die.
I mean, the burn was bad enough, to be honest. Like, that was hard enough to survive as it was. But, yeah, putting Toxic on it was just completely out of the question.
Does it get like...
Obviously, in VGC, item clause is present, so you can't just have 2 burn orbs.
Yeah. Does Conkeldurr have, like, I forgot the ability's name. Yeah, it does. It has guts.
It's got guts, yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's why I put it on there, because it just gives you extra power. Plus, you get Drain Punch, so you can heal off some of the recall damage, but...
Yeah,
even then, it does still sting a bit.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I in hindsight, I don't know if I would have used, I'm not sure if I would have used Conkeldurr on that team if I could do that again.
Conkeldurr is one of those Pokemon that I just keep thinking, why would anyone...
Well, Guts Mach Punch is pretty good.
For some reason,
I've lost Alex.
Yeah.
Conkeldurr just bugs me for some reason.
I like it. I think it's a pretty cool design. I do like the fact that it's there's actually a justified reason for it being able to use Rock Slide.
Yeah. I'm not a big fan of the whole thing being like, the whole line are just a bunch of these humorous, veiny clown things, and
I don't know. I kind of have a thing for ugly Pokemon.
Yeah, they just kind of irritate me. Although the best thing about them is the fact that their names sound just like what they are. Timber.
I think that's the point, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, they look kind of just dull.
They just look like Durs.
Yeah. Like, you don't look at Conkeldurr and think, this thing looks intelligent.
Conkeldurr.
It literally just looks like a big fat brick that hits you.
That's pretty much what it is.
And that's what it needs to be. I'm perfectly happy for it to be that way.
Honestly, as far as the Generation 5 counterpart Pokemon to Generation 1 Pokemon, I think I'm going to stick with Gigalith, because I absolutely love that thing.
Gigalith's pretty great.
Gigalith's great, yeah.
To be fair, like, pretty much all the Pokemon in Gen 5, well, with the exception of a handful, are pretty great overall, I would say.
It looks like a grunt. It just does. In the best possible way, it just kind of looks like a grunt.
Conkeldurr or?
Gigalith.
It kind of does, except, you know, grunts are crap.
Yeah, and Gigalith is like a complete, absolute monster.
Gigalith's just like a walking tank.
I think I've actually had a, setup for Gigalith that I was dying to try, and I kind of fell out of competitive at that point, so I never really got to test out that team. But it was basically, let me find it, because it had a really awesome idea behind it.
Yeah.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah, I had the same thing there. I didn't think Zenmo Domanitan was in this either.
Yeah, it's always been there since the beginning of Gen 5. The only issue is it's bad.
Yeah, this train is going to completely wreck me, by the way.
Basically, the whole idea of this Gigalith was that it was one of the only Pokemon that could actually pull off Stone Edge.
I would actually get a Darumaka from here, if you can.
It had a Zoom Lens, Gravity, Earthquake, Stone Edge, Stealth Rock.
So I think Darumaka would actually help this team quite a bit in its current state.
Yeah, I'm going to get either that or... Do you get the Volcarona here? Or the Larvesta, sorry.
I don't think you get Larvesta until... Is Larvesta post-game?
No, Larvesta, you can get Larvesta as soon as you get Surf.
It's still a ways off then.
Yeah, the Volcarona happens later though. I mean,
it takes a while to evolve as well.
Yeah.
Whereas Darmanitan is a lot earlier.
Yeah, Darmanitan is actually really good, so it's worth having.
Yeah.
And you can actually, oh wait, you've got John Cena, you don't really need a fighting move, I think.
You do need some fire moves, because then bug types are getting a bit irritating.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They do actually get better. Oh man, this team actually had a few... Alright, that's the one with the Mega Venusaur.
Mega Venusaur's pretty great.
Yeah, that team was, the Gilith I mentioned, there was a Toxicroak, a Scizor, a Vaporeon, a Mega Venusaur.
And just lost his championship to a flying Totem Ball.
And the Electros for the sake of having Electros.
So Stoner might be able to at least hold off this thing.
For a little while.
You can put it to sleep. Well, you could have put it to sleep. I think there was a way of getting Larvesta separately, wasn't there?
There was, yeah.
There is.
Volcarona also turned up.
Okay, basically, there are two instances of that particular line showing up in the game. The first one is an egg, I think, that you get from a place that you can get to as soon as you get Surf. It's right off the coast of the first route, actually, I think. And then you've got the thing that's already a Volcarona that's like sitting in the relic castles, like lowest levels, but you can only get to that post-game. It does get its own really nifty mural, though.
I like how Sigilif's eyes remain open whilst it's asleep.
Yep.
I think for it specifically, that really works. It just makes it more unsettling.
I absolutely love that thing. It's just such a weird concept of a creature. It's like this weird half masculine, half lantern.
Ooh.
I did.
I thought I was being smart there. I was not being smart.
You were going to leech seed it, weren't you?
No. No, I was going to heal up and then hope it stayed asleep another turn or two.
Yeah, that wasn't the best idea.
Yeah.
Well, at least Sigilif is slightly more dignified of a demise than Bayleaf was.
There is that. Yeah.
I'll be honest, as far as psychic flying types go, I still prefer Xatu. Even though he's objectively not as good.
Yeah, I guess Xatu has its means.
I don't know actually, is it? Because it depends what stats Sigilif has actually. I'm kind of curious.
Is a complete monster, to be perfectly honest.
So I know Xatu's stats are kind of low, but it does get magic bounce. Yeah, Sigilif's a lot better.
Yeah.
Looking at this. I mean, it's not, they're not blowing you out of the water stats, but they're still pretty decent.
And it gets Magic Guard, so yeah.
Yeah, you got Magic Guard. What's Wonder Skin?
Wonder Skin is
Oh, it's kind of bad.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, Magic Guard is basically better.
Magic Guard is like objectively better.
Yeah, it is. It's just generally more convenient. Xatu, I know Xatu's stats are not as high, but Magic Bounce is just like the best thing ever.
Magic Bounce is fun, yeah.
Yeah, Xatu's stats aren't that much lower. They are lower in pretty much every single category, but not by a huge amount.
Yeah, I mean it's 470 versus 490 base stat total.
Yeah. So I guess you could use it. I have actually used Xatu in a battle once before, and he just got critted and killed instantly, so that wasn't great. But, yeah.
I actually wrote a battle with Xatu at some point in some RP, and it actually did some really awesome nonsense.
It is kind of. I do like Xatu's design, to be honest. It is.
I do.
It is a pretty cool looking thing. I do like the fact that it's like 5 feet
Ooh.
tall.
It's a weird totem pole bird.
Yeah, it's like because. I mean, Xatu. I mean, you look at like stuff like say Charizard, and it looks like it should be a lot bigger than it is.
Yeah, deck sizes are complete and utter bull hockey.
Xatu is the exact opposite of that. Like, you look at Xatu and think that it's like, surely that's like about 2 feet tall or something? It doesn't look big. And it's like, nope, it's pretty big.
I always pictured Xatu as being like, you know, at least a person tall, because, you know, it's a creeping totem pole, man.
I do like the idea of that, though, because it does... Xatu's kind of like... It looks kind of creepy in a way, which
Yeah,
is
it does. I mean,
fine.
Xatu has, like, one eye in the future, eye in the past, and then you look at its face from the front, and it's like... Durr,
It's kind of what I don't particularly like.
forever.
The way it looks in the 3D games, where it's kind of just hovering.
Yep.
Because that kind of ruins the illusion a bit. I like the way Xatu just stands there and stares at you.
Yeah.
Toot toot. I think if I ever actually did like a playthrough of Gold and Silver again, maybe on stream, I would actually like to use Xatu in that.
Oh, there's a rest spot there as well. There you go, that's good.
Let's catch a Darumaka, shall we?
I like the sound of that.
So I think Darumaka would actually round his team out quite a bit.
Probably would.
Although, to be fair, Anakin's dark side powers probably would have helped against that Sigilith as well.
Oh, there we go, found a Darumaka.
Darumaka's adorable.
It is.
It is.
Isn't it fire fighting? I can't remember.
No,
No,
it's just fire.
It's just fire.
Ah,
It's
cool. Okay.
To be fair, that kind of works out here because we've got fighting types. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think
And then
the magic
Zen mode
is,
is fire psychic, isn't it?
it is,
Yeah,
but only
but
lots
nobody
will take
cares about
damage,
Zen mode.
That is really bad.
To
It's
be
like-
perfectly fair, though,
You lose half your health and your speed gets crippled as a result. It's like, why would you want that?
Yeah.
to be perfectly fair, its main ability that is not Zen mode is sheer force. So
Sheer force is amazing. So
What are we calling it?
I don't know.
Chat, any ideas?
Let's wait for him. See if we get any ideas for this.
See if we get any ideas for the chat. I'm kind of... Yeah, I'm gonna got any ideas, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Weedle.
What was that, sorry?
I was thinking like Weeble.
Weeble, I like that.
Weeble, that'll do.
Yep.
Yeah, let's go.
Frog. I'm having flashbacks to 90s internet again.
Oh, I
Or
missed
didn't
the
we-
generation a lot.
Or
Not gonna lie.
did people and Bob start in the 2000s? I can't remember.
Now we get to find out if Weeble wobbles but doesn't fall down.
I look forward to seeing.
This is what happens when I think about the Badgers song. All of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, Weeble.
Yep.
Your eyes are exploding.
Now I need to go all the way back to the Pokemon Center to put it in my party.
Oh dear. Dramatic then.
That's the reason why I don't usually like to keep my team filled up when I'm playing these, because just on the off chance that what I catch is something I want to immediately use.
Well, they did fix that in Gen 7, didn't they? That's a really cool idea.
Was it Gen 7
It
or Gen
was.
6?
It was 7, I think.
Wait, what?
7. Okay.
When they ask you whether you want to keep the Pokemon you just caught or you want to switch it out.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Generation 7 introduced that particular feature.
Well, of course Gen 6 ain't gonna do it.
No, pretty much.
All Gen 6 did was break the game
Break the internet.
and just be generally underwhelming.
Incinerate, Rage, Fire Fang, Headbutt. Not too bad. Oh, it's got Hustle.
Ugh.
Wait, what?
Oh well.
Oh, yeah, I mean, they get hustle there. They have hustle in this form. They get sheer force when they evolve.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
The Zen mode, Darmanitan have inner focus as their basic ability, and that's their hidden ability actually. So this particular species just has hustle by definition.
Ah, fair enough. I'm gonna have a look through my TMs and see if I can teach anything useful yet.
But to be fair, like it only reduces the physical accuracy by 20%.
The other thing
Which isn't horrible. Especially considering your attack stat is increased by 50%.
In fairness, it evolves at like level 35, so it doesn't stay Darumaka for too long.
Yeah. So when you do hit things, you're gonna be hitting them really hard, at least. So.
Why are these things so cute? Ugh.
They are, aren't they?
There's just something adorable about these silly things. I can't even begin to describe it.
What do we have in the buy like at the moment?
Let's have a look at the TMs then.
Yeah. To be fair, Anakin might actually be kind of useful in this area as well, with all the psychic types dotted around.
I think so, yeah.
I mean, Sigilif is not going to be able to. Well, Sigilif's still going to be able to use Air Cutter on him, but.
Okay.
It's going to be getting bites back and stuff, so. There's not much here, is there?
Yeah, not yet.
The annoying thing about this generation is its distribution of Pokemon. Basically, my issue with Black and White was always the fact that, the first few routes had absolutely
I'd get rid of Rage, personally.
nothing worth training.
Yeah.
Actually, Incinerate's probably the best thing to get rid of, because it's not going to do anything.
I will get
So,
rid of that
like-
if I use anything else.
But to be fair, Rage is terrible anyway.
Yeah.
At least Incinerate, it's not affected by Hustle, so...
John Incinerate.
As far as I know, I think Hustle only impacts. Yeah, it's only physical moves that have their accuracy affected. So Incinerate will be good at least for finishing things off.
That's true.
At least then you've got a move that you know won't miss, even if it won't do any damage whatsoever. Because Darumaka's special attack is absolute trash. I'd keep Sand Attack personally.
Oh, too late.
To be fair, Sand Attack is kind of pointless.
Use it in Gen 1.
Okay, but Gen 1 is Gen 1.
Yeah, like in this, like it's. I don't know how the calculation works for Sand Attack in Generation 1, and it seems to be for Sand Attack specifically, because I've not heard any other move mentioned that does this. But if you use Sand Attack once against an opponent in Gen 1, their accuracy gets dropped to 66% of what it would normally be. Off one Sand Attack.
That's a bit ridiculous, really, isn't it?
It's absurd that it's like, if your move had 100% accuracy normally, you get hit by Sand Attack once, that accuracy drops to 66%.
I guess that all these Pokemon in Generation 1 are all Anakin.
Pretty much, they all hate sand, except for Pidgeotto, who just uses it against you. But yeah, that does make the Nugget Bridge fight against Gary on a speedrun an absolute pain, because obviously if he hacks you with Sand Attack, you will be there for a while.
Yeah. There we go, let's try this. So let's lead out with these two and see what happens. I'm not going to go back to Relic Castle just yet, I think.
Yeah, makes sense.
I'll go later. I want to get through to Nimbasa City first.
Yeah, I just remembered, do you actually have any rock move whatsoever?
Don't think so. I'm pretty sure Sandal has two ground.
Yeah, Sandal's got 2 ground moves.
That's not gonna help you against Alessa, though.
Oh, that's alright.
Her entire team is flying squirrels. Obnoxious flying squirrels.
Yeah, at least it's not the easiest.
No, wait, she has 2 flying squirrels and a, dying horse.
I can't remember what I used against her, to be honest.
I just kind of brute forced her, to be perfectly honest.
I know I had like.
The only problem with her flying squirrels is the fact that they like ban double team.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have acrobatics, which is
Yeah, they do.
not fun.
I think they've got Volt Switch as well.
Yeah, they do. That's her signature move.
And then Zeb Striker, I think, is their last Pokemon.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, it caught me by surprise with Flame Charge the first time I played. I don't even remember. This was a long time ago.
I know this is going to sound really, really, really ironic in a sense, but I don't actually remember much of my in-game playthrough of Black and White.
Most forgotten.
I'm not and that's not even me joking around.
We managed to avoid it until now.
Yeah, and unfortunately the thing is I'm not even joking, I don't remember my actual in-game playthrough of this very well at all.
Do you know what?
A few of them, which I remember vaguely, but
I think that might be just due to the fact that I did so much competitive stuff with Gen 5 that kind of just overshadowed everything else.
Yeah.
I honestly just had a whole lot of fun with doing some completely silly runs after I finished the game, you know, properly. So I did some really ridiculously hacked nonsense teams. This one time I kind of felt like, you know what, I'm sick and tired of waiting until
that's some damage.
pretty much post game until I get any of the interesting species. So just for the thrill of it, I hacked myself a damn it, what was the thing called again? Evolves into Bisharp, Pawniard, and
Bisharp's
yeah,
right.
having Defiant on early routes is hilarious. They just pretty much everything uses status lowering moves, so it's like thanks for the boost, you guys.
Oh no, look who it is.
I love Bisharp.
Is he going to ask to battle?
Don't think so.
Oh, what's she giving you? Oh, Ultra Balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the other dumb thing I did at some point with this game is I've built a team around two, again, hacked Pokemon. I had a Breloom with Leaf Blade and a Raichu with Sacred Sword because, you know, even though it's not much of a move for Raichu, I had to throw a Master Sword reference somehow. Yeah, I basically put Katie and Lee into a game and just kind of murdered everything with them.
To be fair, I mean, I kind of already posted a video in the Pokemon chat earlier that kind of trivializes that because it had a Raichu spamming Crab Hammer.
Crab Hammer?
Yeah.
That looks great.
I like that.
I'm not sure what I'm guessing all the Pokemon and the moves are randomized. So Koga had it was Koga that had the Raichu. And there was a Pokemon was using Fissure and rocks and Rock Throw.
Randomizers are really fun, actually.
Yeah. So the randomizers throughout
Raichu. I think that at some point, probably after I'm done with all these, and maybe I'm probably just going to do it on my channel at some point. There is this particular thing that someone has done that basically does a randomized fusion run to Pokemon Crystal. It sort of splices lines together at random, and the first time I actually run through that particular ROM, yes, unfortunately, this one is obviously not exactly the most... If the Popo are watching this, pretend I never said anything. But basically, the first time I actually attempted to run this particular thing, I ended up with a Chikorita Dratini hybrid as my start. Because hey,
why not? Right?
We have a Grass Dragon as my particular thing. Okay, admittedly, it's kind of a...
I like how this Watchog has not made any attempt to actually attack you yet.
Yeah, it's just being really annoying.
It's just wasting as much time as it can. It's just I'm just going to sit here and be...
It seems to be running a struggle strategy.
I think it just knows the pecking order.
It doesn't want the fight to end.
I don't want that, do I? Uproar. Yeah, because
no, Uproar's terrible.
Yeah, because it locks you in for three turns. I'd rather just have headbutt.
Uproar is...
Yeah, it's also special attack.
Well, isn't that special?
You know, Darumaka's special attack side completely terrible. So.
Yeah, Darumaka is not designed for special attacks, for sure.
It does. Well, he's got high base power, but that's about it. But it's not really worth it.
It's rubbish.
Time to burn some rubbish.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why you never stuck Hydro Pump on Gyarados.
Yep.
It just wouldn't damage anything anyway. Trubbish.
Hot take, I actually like that
Yeah,
line.
I'd switch out considering your accuracy is absolutely in the toilet right now.
Yeah, now I've got poison spikes, so toxic spikes. Sorry. Yeah, I might have to switch out anyway because I do keep missing. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
he's already got hustle, so that's going to drop its accuracy quite a bit.
Oh, that's true.
And now you've been Sandestat like 3 times or something.
It was more than that, I think.
Yeah, probably.
This episode is okay, it's already done that.
Yeah, Weeble needs to take 5. First Sandar probably beat this thing anyway.
Double bitch slap.
That's toxic poison now as well.
Grief. This one actually got lucky. You know, I actually honestly do like that line.
What, Trubbish?
Yes, I mean,
I do too.
Yeah, it's a poison type, works for me.
I mean, Trubbish is adorable, and
but it's
Garbodor
just-
has this really weird sort of Godzilla monster sort of vibe to it, which is kind of hilarious.
Oh, this thing has Moxie. That'd be useful.
Yeah, it actually will be.
Unless it dies in the end of this turn.
X accuracy, the most broken item in Generation 1.
Toxic poison absorbs.
Would you not quite say? Yeah, actually, but Moxie's pretty. Because Moxie's actually useful in game.
Oh, nice. Already got a bike.
So yeah, we don't need True Horse anymore, really.
No, not really.
Yeah, the horse can go to the I almost said glue factory, but I don't think electric glue has much call these days. Oh god, right, I forgot that this is the part where the game drags you into the
Oh, I have
musical.
to do a musical, do I?
Well, no, you just have to dress up a Pokemon and then you can sort of get out of there.
This is the point where I regret not having a Trubbish to enter.
Yeah, I actually
At this point?
I'm pretty sure that Racy at some point actually managed to make a Garbodor into like the ultimate musical star.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, in reference to that.
See, I'll put Sigilif in there.
That was Landfill.
I tried. Like, just imagine, how would you dress that thing up? How would you dress up Sigilif?
In a jaunty hat.
Yeah,
In
just
a
put,
jaunty
just put like a
hat.
top hat on the top of its pointy head thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I can't remember what that building was for.
Which building?
The battle test building.
I don't either.
Remember either.
I have no current intentions of finding out.
Nimbasa City is quite a... Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Are you interested in musicals? Doesn't even wait for an answer. Let's go in.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
give you
but-
stuff and force you to enter.
Well, you don't actually have to enter one. You just kind of have to do the dress-up thing.
Who are we dressing up?
Oh god, Muna. No, wait, John Cena.
I was
John
gonna.
Cena.
It's
Oh,
John
okay.
Cena.
I was gonna say.
John Cena, just asking for it, definitely.
He's already wearing a gi.
Ooh, okay.
Put a Hawaiian shirt on him. Just, I mean, the dress, the skirt, the leaf, whatever. It looks like it would actually work with his particular design.
Yeah, put well now he I mean it wasn't John Cena that was in Moana, but he can dress good.
Yeah, you know.
You can give him a tennis racket as well.
Yeah, why not?
It's a protection racket. So what can I say except...
And give him the wait, there's a parasol there. Parasol walking stick.
Something about Umbrella Corp.
Do we have like a mustache that we can give John Cena?
I don't think so.
Like a championship belt?
I'm pretty sure it already wears a mustache on its eyebrows.
Is there a championship belt there?
I
It
think-
is.
I think that'll do.
Yeah.
What about the championship belt? There's one there, isn't there?
Oh, God. that just serves a bit of a awesome.
Oh, hello. We're having some problems here. Hang on.
Hang it.
John Cena has seen better days. This is not his finest moment, really, is it?
Yeah.
Bork, bork, bork.
1 sec.
That's why you lock everything in place.
Oh no, that's not the problem.
Oh. Hardware problems there.
Yep. Right.
Me waggling my eyebrows is a... God, mental image of John Cena waggling his eyebrow. Or eyebrows.
Who's done that?
Hitman eyebrows. Hitman Burton, Hitman Ernie.
I think the screen's gone.
I'm still surprised they never actually done a Tyrogue version of that. But then again,
Are we having technical difficulties here?
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
we
a
are.
little bit. We've sorted it now.
and
Oh,
that's
cool.
why I did the bork, bork, bork thing earlier.
Mustache. Okay, can we go now?
Yes, I can.
Excellent. Now we have made John Cena fabulous.
He feels pretty. Oh, so pretty.
Another really nice track, this one.
Yes.
Also, actual writing.
Oh, what's this asshole doing here?
Being, what he is. A rear end in a top hat. And there's Alessa being awesome.
Yeah, I am absolutely for Alessa telling, you know, manipulative, abusive dads to go swear jar themselves in the swear jar.
Yes, exactly. Alessa is one of those characters that I did not expect to like at all when they first revealed her, because, you know, her martial art just looked like a really, really mutated skeletal android.
Yeah.
And then she shows up in a game and she drops all these truth bombs and she's awesome!
There's actual writing, like actual points being made.
I know, right?
Characters that go through development and... What is this? This is almost like actual writers worked on this game.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep. And then they were all sacrificed to the volcano god.
Yep.
And off he goes.
Right. I'm not quite sure what I want to do at this point. I presume I'm going to have to grind some bit, somewhat.
Yeah,
I think
probably.
when you, yeah, I mean, basically, right now, before you can actually do the gym, I think you get roped into the whole cutscene where Prince Bishy McMath drags you onto a Ferris wheel. He's like, oh, by the way, I am the king of Team Plasma.
Oh yeah, him. Who should I be training up for this fight then? Presumably Sandile.
Yeah, Sandile might be a good idea.
Sandile's pretty good. I mean, he'll obviously most of our teams immune to ground, but
True, but they also...
Darren Mack can still damage him a fair bit, so...
Yeah, true.
Do anyone get anything that's actually useful against the being no one actually gets a rock move by any special...
Yeah, all they really need is rock throw or something.
Yeah, unfortunately they don't get it. They
Just any rock move.
The only rock move that this thing gets
Now think about it,
naturally
rock and
is,
roll would actually be pretty decent against her.
Yeah.
Yeah, except we don't have one.
Except we don't have one. Or at least not one of anything close to the level we need it to be at.
Yeah, the only rock move this thing gets by level is Daru.
I'll
It
just get Sandile and Darren Mack up personally.
has just occurred to me, I have an experience share now.
Well, it's an experience.
So yeah, you could
Just train them both, see what happens.
I do remember you getting Lucky Egg quite early in this as well.
Later, Sam.
Yeah, true. I'll put that on.
Yeah, you do get a lucky egg. I think that once you cross the the big zappy cave of zappiness and adorable spiders.
Good old John Smith.
Zackies.
Why did Gen 5 make so much good stuff?
The spoil was rotten, really, didn't it?
It really did.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem with, that might not have been a bright idea. Oh, wait.
It's alright. You were right.
It's going to fall asleep right after it,
Right after it comes back, yeah.
So I'm gonna beat you down and then fall asleep.
Pretty much. It's like, face punch. That serves him right for waking me up.
I don't think you can damage Weeble that much anyway.
Not really.
Not really, no.
Oh.
Not that Weeble even needs to take part in this fight, considering.
It can't make... It has, however, made me flinch.
Of course.
There you go.
If this thing was a Wisteria arc, this thing would have been dead.
Yeah. Thanks to me.
Yeah, naturally. I really like that. I really like that ability setup, to be perfectly honest. It kind of works.
Honestly, it was for lack of being able to think of anything else that would fit it.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's kind of the thing with this particular species. They're just...
This horse is useless.
Pretty much, yeah.
Why are you still here?
Yeah, I'm gonna switch it out, I think, next time I get something.
So that Scold is a pretty strong move to have at this level.
It is, yeah.
It's a good move. More Pokemon need to actually...
I mean, you could just send out Smugleaf, honestly, and just don't that way.
Yeah. Kinda should have thought that earlier, but never mind.
Swirlies.
I have to say, I do like the concept of Scold as a move.
I do.
Me too. It needs... More Pokemon need to get it. I mean, seriously.
You know what's, Scold was actually when, which brings to the point that I've probably mentioned multiple times about the whole Lapras thing.
Yeah.
Everybody knows about me and the Lapras thing. That's heard me talk about anything relating to competitive stuff. The moral of this is that being usable does not make a Pokemon good.
Yeah.
And that basically was Lapras pre-Gen 6 in a nutshell.
And then Freeze Dry happened and suddenly it became...
Oh yeah, Freeze Dry happened and things are amazing. But prior to that, it was a sad time to be Lapras, especially in Generation 5, because it was one of the few water types that couldn't learn Scald.
Yeah. What is up with that?
Ice type, I'd imagine.
Yeah, probably. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure that I actually had this particular moveset that I've developed. I say developed. This was like back in Generation FO. But I originally developed it for a what was that thing called again? The zappy thing. Lantern. Good grief! What is
Lantern's pretty cool.
Lantern's great. And I remember using it for a while, and then I actually put it on a Lapras, and it also worked.
I was gonna say it doesn't look like I have a lucky egg yet, so I might have missed it.
You get it.
You get it after,
you get it after you cross the Zappy Cave full of spiders and
yeah, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you don't get it this early.
Ah, okay.
And I'm also pretty sure it's very hard to miss it as well. But yeah, it was kind of it was honestly frustrating to me to hear people crowing about how great Lapras was, and now they thought it was so underrated. And it's like, no, the reason why Lapras is bad is because literally every single other water type in the game can do whatever it does better.
Yeah.
It's like, and as I thought about it, it was like literally everything it does can be done better by something else. Even Perish Song is done by Politoed.
Politoed of all things.
Yeah, and Politoed got Drizzle that generation as well. So,
right, I forgot they actually made it vaguely useful. I am not a big fan of that thing. Just something about its design, it just makes it look like a Muppet.
Yeah,
And not even in a hilarious way like Carnivine. I mean, Carnivine is literally the current face.
Carnivine was just not amazing, but I think that's what a lot of players don't realize when they when you know Pokemon are sort of reviewed on their usefulness, is the fact that they are competing for team slots with other things. And
pretty much, yeah.
Lapras was pretty much bottom of the pile in every single category.
Hi, Cringe Boy. How's it going, by the way?
The problem is with the whole, you know, competing for team slots is the fact that people tend to
run out of people to fight in here already.
You know, people just tend to roll into this same old 6 things, and it's just why?
Yeah, it does.
Stop being not creative.
Yeah, I think it does. It does. There is an issue that you kind of run into where it's like, it kind of reaches the point where you no longer have to think about what to use, because it's kind of already decided for you anyway. But at the same time, you can kind of use that against those people by catching them off guard by using something they wouldn't expect. So I suppose the thing is as well is, I know, because that kind of goes on to another point where people want to try and use things that are different. They want to be creative or what have you, etc., whatever. Or diverse. I know diversity is a word that people like to throw around because it sounds cool. One thing that annoys me when people do that is when they basically use something different and then stick the overused Pokemon's moveset right over the top of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to use something, if you want to use a particular moveset that works particularly well on an overused thing, you could just do that. I mean, if you're using a special Pokemon or a different Pokemon, use something that works with it.
I mean, the best example I can think of that comes up immediately that you can actually just do a complete copy paste of is Thundurus. Thundurus' Nasty Plot set specifically. You could run, say, I don't know, let's just throw it out there and say you've got Nasty Plot, Substitute, Thunderbolt, and Hidden Power Ice, whatever. And then Mr. Different comes along and says, ooh, I don't want to use Thundurus because everybody uses Thundurus. And then he uses Raichu instead because nobody uses Raichu. And then he uses that exact same moveset on Raichu because you can.
Yep.
Objectively speaking, Raichu is not going to perform as well in that role as Thundurus will. Thundurus has better stats and a better ability to make it work. As well as arguably a better typing to set it up with. So it's like, okay, you're not really being creative because you just copy-pasted Thundurus' moveset and you're completely ignoring what makes Raichu special in the first place.
Yep.
Like, Raichu gets Encore, it gets Fake Out, and now it gets Nuzzle as well, etc. Yeah. It's like, if you want to use something different, if you want to be creative, don't just change the Pokemon that's using it, you know, because you're not being creative at all.
Green is not a creative color.
You're basically just nerfing yourself for no reason.
Pretty much.
And that's kind of the difference between a person who's actually creative in making a team and somebody who just doesn't want to use overused things because they see them all the time. It is kind of interesting to see how much, though, people like seeing things that are different, regardless of what it does. You know, I've mentioned before with the team that I used at VGC 13, which was designed with the express purpose of annoying people. And yet people liked fighting it because it was different.
To answer your question, Cringe Boy, we don't have the hardware, unfortunately, to do any of the 3DS games, so we can't do X and Y or Sun or Moon at the moment. We will be able to do Let's Go in the autumn when it comes out, though.
Woo! Yeah, it's just, you know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I personally think that's taking it a bit too far. That you would be happy to have somebody spam minimize on you rather than fight a Heatran. I don't know, but to be fair, that's not, you know, as I say, everybody's got their own view on it. I don't know. Chat, what do you think? Would you rather fight overused Pokemon, or would you rather fight people spamming minimize and double team?
I'd rather fight overused Pokemon.
Would you
That's what
rather fight...
That's what I would think, but
My
apparently...
brain went into the direction of, would you rather fight 500 Heatran sized Psyduck, so one Psyduck sized Heatran, or however that one's...
I don't know. Yeah, so Cringe Boy says overused. I mean, that's kind of the way I would look at it. I would rather just fight a standard overused team than somebody who's just going to spam an annoying tactic. But yeah, this VGC, apparently that wasn't the case. Which was kind of ironic considering when somebody else, because the team that I used then was not one that, it wasn't my idea, it was used by somebody else initially, and I kind of took it and put my own personal twist on it.
And
the idea.
they actually liked it when you did it and hated him.
And hated, yeah, they hated the other guy. But then again, he used Garchomp and Tyranitar, and I used, what's it? Cresselia. Well, I used mostly Electros, and then Cresselia was there as well.
Electros is great, though.
It really is.
And now I get to watch N trying to flirt with me.
Well, at least he's trying.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's just, I mean,
And
he's already gone further than most people.
And it never occurred to him
play to
at all that, you know, he's kind of standing on top of one of these. The easiest way to end this game right now would be to just open the door and casually shove him out.
To be fair, like, at this point,
That solves it. I mean, honestly, he's not a bad dude, so it's like, you know, it's kind of a shame, but, you know, I think
that's the point of it, though, is it's kind of the way, what he says to you, and, like, for one thing, he's being completely honest about who he is, which is admirable in itself.
Yeah.
But it's also the fact that he also kind of, he kind of explains his viewpoint as well.
I mean, it's like, to be honest, I get exactly where he's coming from, especially considering I know his backstory and all, but that's basically the thing, though. I mean, he's got the thing with a lot of the villains. Well, I say a lot of the villains. A lot of villains are just kind of idiots in this series, but N and to a lesser extent, what's his face? Hair Explosion. They basically they have this thing that one of my favorite webcomics ever has described perfectly as, you know, somewhat accurate view of the problem, really insane view of the solution.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, he's a character that makes you think, basically.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Me.
Oh well.
Yeah, I was going to say, why would you switch a...
Yeah.
Wasn't really paying attention to what I was doing there.
Yeah, now he's trapped you.
Yeah, to be perfectly honest, last time, when I did that, I kind of ended up using water sport against something and getting Videl killed, so...
I was going to say, you don't really need to send Weeble out, considering he's got, experience share.
That's true.
Well, at least that would be the case, isn't it? Wait, John Cena's got grass knot? Holy shit, okay.
Yeah, I gave it to it for a bit of coverage.
I can't see it doing a great deal. Like, coverage against what, though?
Honestly, it's not a fighting move. That's like the
True.
That's the only criteria here. What do I send out against this Siglith?
I think we've already established that this is the part where you die. Anakin.
Yeah.
Deploy Anakin, yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Deploy the Anakin! Yeah!
I'll tell you what, Sigilyph's making his presence felt a lot throughout this now.
It really is.
Tingus face Kamina Crop. Well,
I have to say, I wish I could remember what I did to beat this game. Because what I do remember is it wasn't very hard.
I mean, to be honest, it's because I'm quite severely underleveled, and I'm not really... I don't have the most balanced team.
Not really, no. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, this isn't going to work.
Hurts.
This just absolutely, totally isn't going to work.
No, I think N's won this.
I think N's won this, yeah. I won this battle the first time when I played it myself.
And I totally won that duel.
Yes, that.
I just give up and try again.
That's not going to work very well, is it?
No, he's going to die.
Yeah, he's going to...
Have you ever tried to punch a bird?
Well, not.
Seismic Toss is probably the best thing to use against him.
Yeah, good point.
Well,
Nothing else is
like
gonna
get the
scratch.
chance to. No, it did.
Seismic Toss is definitely by far the best move to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, psychic flying, not exactly the best thing to use fighting with.
Yeah, it's like quad resistance against fighting moves, so.
It's like
Still do quite a bit of damage to it though.
this goes beyond. Have you ever tried to punch a bird? This goes. Have you ever tried to punch a bird that saw it coming?
Well, it does have plenty of eyes to do that with.
I know, right? Ay, ay, ay.
And could
You could put
we
it to
actually see
sleep,
this
maybe.
Sigilif lose?
Ooh. Someone is leaving up to their name.
How do you kill that which has no life? I'd use Yawn on it, but
Bit late for that.
Yeah, I mean... oh,
I
dear.
mean, not that it matters because it just killed you.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it kill the rest of its team now.
Oh dear.
I think it might be time for some off-screen grinding.
Just a
Probably.
bit, yeah.
I mean, to be perfectly honest, we are kind of running late in this particular stream.
Yeah, I think we've run way over.
Yeah.
It's I mean, we've almost made it to the to arm, so we're still safe. But you know,
We'll get there by the time
by the time where we
No,
kind
when I stream Gen 1, there will not be any off-screen grinding because I don't need to do that.
yeah, all you have to do
That's
is
'cause
just
you-
know it.
Yeah, that's because you don't make silly mistakes.
Well, it's that and Gen 1's not hard.
Yeah, and it's
To be
also
fair,
Gen
like,
1.
it's kind of funny that people say like, oh, the old generations like were so much more difficult than new ones. Like, no, they're not. Go back and play those old generations now and tell me that.
Fast.
Like, the reason why you think the old generations are harder is because you were bad at the game back then.
Can confirm, I was terrible at the game back then.
I mean, to be fair, a lot of the players saying that probably still are terrible at the game. But you are better than you used to be.
Yeah.
Is the point. So, if you were to try and play those games again, you would probably beat them very easily. Like, you know, it's... As I say, Gen 1 is a complete joke now. Like, you can beat that with your eyes closed. That's the reason why you play it with, like, all sorts of restrictions on you and stuff to actually make it, you know, somewhat challenging, and even then.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
But
Okay.
yeah, I think...
Alright
Yeah.
then. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good time to leave it there for now. I think what we'll do is we'll have to do a little bit of grinding to get everyone up to a relatively usable level,
Yeah,
I know,
I
right?
think that's wise.
and then
So
find
we
out.
won't keep getting bodied by random Sigilif.
Yes.
Yeah, Sigilif really just came out in droves, like, after that point. Kind of realised, hey, wait, I can kick your ass.
Yeah. Sigilif also just kind of walls my entire team, so that doesn't really help.
Yeah. I think once Sandar gets some levels behind him, he should be able to handle Sigilif.
Yeah, we just
I
need
think
to
so.
get it to Vader a bit.
Yeah, if I can get it up, if I can get them all to the mid 20s ish, maybe minus the horse, because horse.
Yeah.
He needs to embrace the dark side, is what he needs to do.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. And it would be wonderful if we could get a rock type move on it, but I don't know if we can before the gym.
Not sure, honestly.
Let me
Just have
actually
to see how it
check.
goes, eh?
Let me
Yeah.
actually check. Let's see. Sandile. What sort of rock moves does it get? It gets Rock Slide and it gets Rock Tomb. And it gets Stone Edge, but nobody cares about that.
Stone miss.
Stone Miss, pretty much, yeah. Let's see. Where do these TMs show up in Generation? Whatever. In Generation. Where is this? Okay, no, Rock Slides in Mistrotten Cave, and, apparently, Rock Tomb is in the Desert Resort, actually. Huh.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yeah, you might be able to actually grab... It's, apparently, it's listed as being south of Pokemon Ranger Jaden. So that means you might have to deal with a wrap-up. Get it?
Oh, I mean, at least it's there.
Yeah, I mean, it would be a good idea to have, Rock Tomb, at least. so
Rock
you can
Tomb
have
will
a
very much
regular-
help John Cena and and Anakin.
Especially when you have to deal with these annoying squirrels.
Yeah, especially against squirrels.
Yeah, that's fair. So,
It's fair. Like if you can evolve Sandile and put Rock Tomb on him, I think that's at least pretty much done.
Oh yeah.
yeah, that's true. I might see if I can do that off screen.
Yeah.
All right.
Don't know. At the very least, I'll get him to the point where he can evolve. But
We shall see.
we shall deal with that next week. So, yeah, I think we'll call it a day for that. For now. So, yeah, thank you very, very much for watching. Slightly less successful run this today than before.
It hasn't been a good week for runs.
Hasn't really, no. Well, we've all hit the difficulty sort of spikes a little bit, haven't we? Where the game starts to stop holding your hand.
Just a bit, yeah.
Yeah. So, never mind. Let's say, I think we're going to do some grinding between now and then, off screen.
Yeah.
Just to sort of try and level the difference a little bit. And then hopefully we can get back to our usual service, as it were. So, I can't remember what the schedule is for next week. I'll be back. Same time, same channel, next Sunday at 10 PM British time. Full schedule for next week will be up on the website.
Yeah.
I say I don't know if there's anything else happening next week. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna try and get something together for next week, but whether it'll actually happen next week, it's unlikely. But I'd like to at least try and get something in the works.
Yeah. Well, keep an eye on our social feeds and the main website, PokeCharms.com. Any news will be posted there. So thank you very, very much for watching. And this is Teapot signing off.
See ya.
Watch out for snakes.